My name is Michael Wormser, and I am the founder of Teche, a film finance modeling software. I've also been a producer for many years, and I've produced genre films such as Smiley, The Axe Murders of Villisca, The Thinning New World Order, and most recently, The Leader, starring Vera Farmiga and Jim Parsons. Today, we're going to build a $500,000 horror film from the ground up using Teche to build a film finance model. Join me and let's get started. All right, we're going to open up Teche now, and we're going to go into the indie model, and we're going to start by entering the project name. So let's call it horror film. Horror, I can never say that. Okay, and our total budget is going to be $500,000. So let's say so far we've raised $200,000 in equity. It automatically builds the equity premium, which you can see here, at the total amount of $240,000, so a 20% premium. And now let's go build our tax credit. We can decide if it's a rebate, which would pay back at the end, or a transferable, which maybe we can get ahead of time. And so we'll say the qualified spend, which would be the total amount of expenses. Let's say it's $400,000 conservatively. The tax credit rate of 35%. Estimated monetization rate, let's say 93% with a 2% transfer discount. So we're looking at $127,596 go under production. So now we can see with our $200,000, we have total cash sources at $327,596. So we have a remaining gap of $172,404. So let's look at other cash sources like soft money. This could be something like crowdfunding, which we can maybe say $100,000. And other cash sources, let's say $50,000 for like a grant or any kind of non-recoupable source. And then now we're at $22,404 in our remaining gap. So let's look at budget offsets. This is like a free location or a free camera package, or let's say you got a free location and that saves you $23,000. It's where you're going to shoot the whole movie at. And now the effective budget is $477,000. That's $500 less the in-kind support, and that's with $150,000 in non-recoupable sources. And so with an equity raise of $200,000, you figured out a way to finance a $500,000 horror film. And this would be sort of an estimated framework model that when you go, you can hit File, you can save it as horror film version 1 to desktop, and you can use this as a first pass version of like you would with Movie Magic budgeting when you do a first pass budget, and have this as a plan of action, and you can update it as you start actualizing it. And you can also export it as a PDF, and I'll show you what that looks like. So we're going to say horror film and export it. Now we have the report from Teche. So you'll see on the left we have a financing sources, the equity raised, the tax credit proceeds, the net amount that's transferable, the soft money, the crowdfunding, the other cash sources, and your total amount of $477,596, and your budget analysis, less in-kind support shows you what your budget looks like, your equity terms, and when you have it ready, we can start building out the waterfall. And there you have it, a finance plan for a $500,000 horror film. Thank you guys so much. If you'd like to see more of these videos, leave a note in the comment. Let us know if there's a certain film genre or budget range you'd like to see made into a model. And we'll be doing more of these, so make sure to follow along and subscribe to our channel. Thanks so much. Hope you guys have a great day.